Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly timeframes. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Before I go into the charts, guys, I want to let you know that I have a free membership now on my StockBookie.com site. Please go to it, sign up. You'll get some different videos that I won't be posting to YouTube. You'll get some educational stuff as well. But the big one is the live sessions that we're going to do intraday and sometimes on the weekend, sometimes after the markets are closed. So we go through stocks, go through setups, and teach you some technical stuff that I look at, for taking a trade, whether it's a swing trade or a scalp trade. So it's a little bit educational. We'll make it fun. Bring some option people in here. I have a couple guys that I trade with. They're going to be in the room as well. We're just going to have a lot of fun and look through charts and try to find the best setup out there. And then maybe we'll take a survey and say, hey, should we go short Amazon? Who thinks yes? Who thinks no? Let's get some reasons out there and try to figure out where these markets are going. And let's have some fun, guys. That's what this is all about. So, all right, that's enough. StockBookie.com. Sign up today, and it's free. So what do you have to lose? And I'm going to build it. Let me know what I can do better. Maybe do a small chat thing in there, where people are just posting out trades and stuff like that. Just trades. I don't want to hear any crap. Hey, short this one. Great level up here on this. Just trades, guys. So, all right, let's get right into the charts. Daily chart. We had a slight bearish pattern here on the daily. Got below, confirmed, popped right back up. It just can't, we talked about the shallow retrace. Look at that, we got a shallow retrace. Will it go up? Only time will tell. Need to get above this red bar first, then we'll go up into this area here. We still have a double top around 228.34, and then we have the upper trend lines up here. So we still have resistance, 230 even number as well. But, we got to push up on the weekly. I want to see it close up on the weekly, then continue up. Until then, I'm slightly bearish, but as I'm bearish, it just keeps going and going and going. That's why we have alternate trades, swing trades out there, and as they're coming in, we're just popping them off one after another. And eventually, we'll get through them all, winners or losers, but right now we have mostly winners in there. Some losses on paper, guys. There's always losers, but it's only on paper right now. So let's see if we could get some of those in the green. So, all right, but weekly chart on SPY. Still a little bit under the weather. Nothing wrong. Great consolidation. Sideways for 4 weeks. This will be the 4th week. Let's see if we continue. Like I said, 8 to 10 weeks, we'll probably get a pop. And just got to keep an eye on it. Just kind of like this. Look at this all these weeks. And this wasn't bad consolidation, but we'll see if this could be the end of the road, or do we get above this 232 area and keep going. So I've heard there's a couple guys on CNBC saying we're up for a big rally. I don't know, guys. I look at the monthly. I've been showing this chart more. Here's your .com boom. Here's your housing boom. And here we are up here. And usually it makes one last run. And this is what it's almost looking like it's doing. So we'll see. You got to get above these trend lines. We get above the trend lines and let's talk. If you can't, then, I'd expect it at least to pull back a little bit. I don't know how deep it will go, the rate it's going, but this is the point where they have you conditioned and all of a sudden the thing just starts going. So just beware at all-time highs. Some of these patterns, it's a little bit tougher to play out. Of course, in my opinion. So, all right, the weak horse of the day was the IWM, so you got to keep an eye on that. Remember, this one was always the one that was lagging. So we have a slight up, downsloping trend line. It got above it, reversed right back down. We did close below the 20 MA, so it's a little bit weak, but pretty good bearish pattern. If we start to pull back and get below these lows here, around 134.52, then some more possible downside. Until it happens, that's all I can do. Bullish pattern here though, but let's get above this. We have the all-time high, 138.82. We have this trend line, and now we have the downsloping trend line. So let's keep an eye on that. So, and same thing like the SPY weekly chart. Nothing wrong. Consolidating above, in the top area of this green bar. You got to look out for that as well. And let's see if we can, 8 to 10 weeks, guys. Then we'll take it from there. What's the next one? The Qs. So last week, let's go to the daily. So last week, this one was the weak horse, and all of a sudden, pop, it's almost like they had to save it. You did come into some slight support. I would have loved to gone through there. And even on this chart here, let's push this back a little further. You have some great support, the 618. Man, one more bar down, that would have been nice, and then possible long. But this is one of those where all of a sudden you hit it, you expect it to bounce, and it doesn't. So, I think a lot of longs were waiting down in here. At least the 50 MA, they just did a shallow one and then pushed it right back up. Nothing wrong, confirmed above the 20 MA. So now do they go for the all-time highs and try to rip this one up? Maybe. Like I said, guys, I don't know anymore. These markets are so irrational. You got oil, and I'll show you the oil. Oil's moving like a buck on the USO every day, or 50 cents up and down. Everything's holding the MAs. That's what they're pretty much pegged to, the moving averages. As long as it's staying above it, everything's good. A little inside bar, bullish pattern though. So, you'd have to expect maybe 20,000, but at this point, until it makes it and gets through there and possibly, starts ripping up on a little more volume, again, I'm still thinking we get one more pullback and then maybe going up. But still got bullish pattern. You're above the MAs on the weekly on here too. Nothing wrong. You do have a little tail. You have to respect that. I'd like to see a close above the all-time high, 199.83. Well, let's go the even number 200 and let's see if we move higher. For the longs, that's what you need to do. You need to start popping through this area and then, I want to see more volume picking up. See how we have the light volume last couple of weeks? We're just floating. So beware of that. Watch for volume pickup. If we have some massive volume, I'm talking 150, 200 million on the SPY. Lately, we've had 78. then I'd probably expect some a little more selling. So that's it with this one right now. And then the IYT. Hold on, if we could get there. IYT. IYT still pulling back pretty nice. We did close right below this little green candle last week, so that's talking to us a little bit too. So the IWM's a little bit weaker, and then the IYT definitely is lagging a little bit. And we did confirm below the 20, and now we're in a slight bearish pattern as well, so we got to watch out for that. But you have to respect it. We're still above the 50 and the 20. Nothing wrong with it. We had a nice move up. You'd expect a little bit of a pullback, so just keep an eye out for that. Weekly chart, not too much. Tomorrow will be the close. We do have the jobs report, so at this point, who knows? Sorry, Bob. I'm still congested, guys. Still have a little bit of a cold, so that's why I haven't done any live stuff. So hopefully next week I can start doing live. And again, sign up for my website. Let's get some more live stuff. Get some more people together. I'll bring you into the circle, guys. The circle of trust for the StockBookie live chat, or whatever. And then the hangouts too, and all that stuff. The live hangouts. I really want to try the Google. See how many people we could get in here and see what type of traders and option traders, and let's make this for everybody. Not to get off on that, but the IYT again, nothing wrong. You're above the moving averages, a little bit stretched. This move was pretty good, off of a bullish base. We were talking about this. This thing better get going, or next wave is going to be down, and they took it up. But this is the one that was lagging and well with the IWM, so they had to bring it up because this was like the best bang for the buck. Everything else was at the high, so it was like my turn, your turn, the IWM's turn. So let's see if this one can start leading down. If it does, I'd expect this one to move down. Then the SPY, the IWM, and everything will possibly follow. So let's just keep an eye on that, like always. USO. USO is just irrational. Let's just go to the 10-minute for a second here. This thing's been out of control. And look at these moves. This was the other day, it just fell off the planet Earth. Some volume came in. Someone was coming in doing something. A little bit bearish, gets below. See how they fight, get it back above. Oh, get it back above. It's my goal in life, Janet Yellen. Just above. But this is the USO. Do they need higher oil prices? No. America does not. Nobody needs higher oil prices, at the end of the day. But let's go back to the daily. Just got to follow the charts here. We did come back down, right almost on this trend line, turn around, back above the MAs, like always. Not, in an okay position. Let's see if we can get above this trend line, and then we'll shoot for the 1250 area. If it does not, then we might, we'll see. It's not really telling us too much now. Tomorrow we'll know a little bit more on the weekly close. But again, we're above that on the weekly. As long as we stay below the $12 level and this trend line, this upsloping slight, not that I like that too much. but you know, just to have some respect for that one there. But next level here would be the 1246, 1247 area if it goes. I mean, the consolidation's not bad. I would have liked to, you know, to follow this line and then the launch up, but again, you know, like everything else, you got to respect this stuff. UUP came down pretty good today. You know, so bring the UUP, but the dollar down, the oil should have launched, and it did take off. But you know, again, this is a bullish pattern. It's failing a little bit. We did fill the gap. It did bounce up, came right back in. Let's see if we go to the 50 MA and then go up. We talked about the weekly chart. Weekly chart. I wish we didn't move up like this. We should have just stayed sideways and then we'd be taking off. So this was kind of a false breakout here. Came back in, reversed out, almost engulfed this whole candle. We're going to know more tomorrow. The jobs report, the dollar might be manipulated. You know, we'll have to see what Yellen's up to tomorrow. So at this point, I'd still, the dollar's got to go. If this goes down more, oil's going up some more, and that's not going to help the consumer, guys. That's not good at all. But it's still intact, above the MA, still strong. You still, you know, you had a heck of a move. You still get a pullback, so you got to be aware of that as well. Now the GLD guys, dollar down, gold up. Look at that. Look at that thing just ripping. So we were adding. Last point was right around 108. So far, so good on this trade. I'm hoping to get, we could possibly get into the $20 area in here. This is the weekly. And if this one overshoots too, you know, you got the trend line up here too. If we get through that, then oh my gosh, this thing can start ripping. But again, remember this little fake out and then it came right back in. So is this another slow retrace? You know what? Let's stick this in here. Got a little bit of time. For all you guys that stuck around, remember, go to my website. It's free, guys. Come on. All right, so for retraces, maybe here, you know, you got this, but, you know, right there around that 120, 120.45. And if you get a little bit more, but hey, you know, if I get $6-7 out of this trade, see you later. You know, I'd love to take half off and let it run, but we'll have to see how this thing reacts. You know, if it comes up and sets up in a bullish manner, still a little bit bearish, but if it sets up bullish, then we have a better chance of it possibly moving up. But what, you know, again, jobs report tomorrow, we'll see what's happening. So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot for coming to my or watching my videos, coming to my live sessions. If you want intraday stuff, follow me on StockTwits. I'm posting a lot of stuff there. Or if you do, subscribe to my StockBookie.com site. I'm going to have a chat thing in there too, where we can post trades as well. So watch on there. You know, it's kind of hard to do a little bit of everything and trade and do this. So it'll be one or the other. But if I get enough people, we'll probably just, you know, slowly do it on my website. But you know, I love StockTwits. I love posting stuff on there, showing people charts, doing all that. So that's something I'll probably always do. So, and if you want some swing trades, follow me on Twitter as well. There, I have a lot of swing trades out there, about 60 of them or 70 of them on my Twitter account or my Twitter site. Everything's under StockBookie, StockBookie.com, all that stuff. Just punch up StockBookie and all my stuff should come up. All right, guys, thanks a lot for everything. And again, Happy New Year for all those of you who haven't come and watched my videos. Watch for some live sessions next week. I'm a little bit under the weather. Can't wait to do that stuff and make something happen, guys. 2017 is going to be a great trading year. I can feel it. So, all right, guys, have a great evening. God bless. See you on the charts.